Hello and welcome back to our maths lesson for today. So today we're going to be continuing looking at fractions, and in particular we're going to be looking at subtracting fractions. Now, I'll let you into a secret, another one. This hopefully should be nice and straightforward, because actually this is the same as addition. As long as you have the same denominator, it should work nicely. Same denominator, just work with the numerators. Let's have a look and see. So first off, sorry, there we go. Have a go, see what you think about these questions here. Have a go, see what you can do. Okay, let's have a look at the answers. The first one is 1/5, because we keep the fifths the same and we just do 3 minus 2, which is 1. Same down here, except we have to get the same denominator, so we times this by 3 to get 3/9, and then we do the subtraction to get 2/9 as our answer. And then there's complete the addition pyramid. The number is the sum of the two below it, but obviously we're missing the ones down here, so we have to do a subtraction from 1, take away 3/10 and work our way down. Well, with 3/10, 7/10 and 3/10 will make 10/10, which is 1, and then 1/5 is the same as 2/10, so we need another 5/10, and that goes there. So it's just seeing what we can do. By the end of it, you should be able to do all of this. Okay, so let's have a look. Here's our first question. So 3/4 minus 3/8. As before, the first thing we have to do is to get the same thing, same denominator. So 4 and 8. So what we can do is times this one by 2 to get the same denominators overall. So that's 6/8. Because then we can just subtract the 3/8 from that. 1, 2, 3. And our answer becomes 3/8 that we're left with, which are these 3/8 here. 6 minus 3 equals 3. Okay. So same rules, you see, exactly the same as addition. We do the same for this one, 9/15 minus 1/5. Have a go, see what you can do. Okay, so the trick here is we have to times the 5 by 3 to get 15. So we do that to all of it, 3/15. 9 minus 3 is 6. You've got a pictorial representation there and what we've done the other way. Then we can simplify that again. Both of these two, 6 and 15, can be divided by 3. That would put us as 2/5. So you could have it that way as well. So here's some more to look at and see whether you can do. Pause now and have a go. Okay, so should we go through the answers then? So the first one, we have to change into 18ths. So we are timesing this one to get there. We times by 3. 6 times 3 is 18. So 5 times 3 is 15. Then 15 minus 12 is the same thing as this one over here. And the answer to that, you can put at the end. I'd add the answer over here as well, because I'm pretty sure you can add the answer. So just match them up and see what you can find. So nice and straightforward. This is 28/32, which is the same as that one down there. And this one is the same as that one there. Now the answers, if we were looking at them, 9 minus 2 would be 7/10. Here, 15 minus 12 is 3/18. You could simplify that again to divide both by 3 to 1/6. And then you've got 28 minus 2, so 26/32. You could divide that by 2. Hold on a second. Okay, here you go. Here is our next couple of questions. If you would like to have a go, pause now and have a go. Okay, let's go through the answers then. So the first one is using a bar model to show it. So you're doing 5/6, then you make this into sixths. So 1/2, we've got to times it by 3, so we get 3/6. So 5/6 minus 3/6 would be 2/6. Both of those two are divided by 2, which gets you 1/3. Same here. 5/6 minus 1/3, that's times by 2 is 2/6. So that would be 3/6. Both of those are divisible by 3, which gets you to 1/2. So either answer is fine. This one here, we've got to times this by 2 to get 6/8. So 7 minus 6 is 1/8. Then here again, we've got 4/8 because we're timesing it by 4. So 4 minus 3 is 1/8. Then we're just matching the equivalent calculations, and they go across. So it's just working out that this is times by 5. So you get that here, and you just work out which ones are the same. Okay. The next ones here, we have Jack walks 7/9 of a kilometre to school. Aisha walks 2/3. So how much further does Jack work from Aisha? So he walks. So what we want to do is 7/9 minus the 2/3. So the first thing we need to do is put this in terms of ninths. So we've got 7/9. Then we've got to times this by 3 to get the 9th there. So 2 times 3 is 6. So that is, that's a 9 as well. 1/9, and that is that there. Then it says complete the subtraction. So again, we just work out which ones which. We've got to times this by 2 to get to 16. So that becomes 14. 14 minus 1 is 13. This again is times by 2. So 10 minus 1 is 9. This one times by 2, 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. And then times by 2 again. So 2 minus 1 equals 1. And this one over this side, we're timesing by 3 to get to 21. So that's 18. 18 minus 2 is 16. Times by 3, 15. Minus 4 is 11. Times by 3, which is, 12. Minus 6 is 6. And then 21 times by 3. 3 times 3 is 9. And that is 1. What do you notice? We're doing the same multiplication where we're starting from. Okay, so on Monday, Whitney reads 4/7 of an hour. On Tuesday, she reads for 3/14 of an hour less than on Monday. So for how long does she read on Monday and Tuesday altogether? Okay, so there's 2 steps to this question. First off, we have to work out, we know how much she's read on Monday, but we have to work out how much she's read on Tuesday. And then we have to put them together. So there's Monday, there's Tuesday. We know the difference is 3/14. So we can do that sum. What is the sum? Have a go. So the sum for that one is 4/7 minus the 3/14. So we exchange the 4/7 into 14ths. So it's 8/14 minus 3/14, which is 5/14. So the amount of time she spent reading on Tuesday was 5/14. And now we can work out how much time she spent altogether. The time she spent altogether is adding them up. So 4/7 plus 5/15. Have a go, see what you think. Yeah, you're right. Changing it into 14ths, timesing it by 2, 8 plus 5 is 13/14. Well done. So what is the difference between 7/10 and 1/5? So is it 2/10? So 7/10, 2/10. Is that the difference between them? It's 5/10. Yep. Which is the same as a half. So using our number line, we can have a look at that. So 1/5 is the same as 2/10. We can put it on our number line. Then we can have a look at how many jumps in between. There's 5 jumps in between, which is 5/10, which is the same as a half. Now, obviously, we could have done that just as 7/10 minus 2/10, which is the same as 1/5. equals 5/10. And I think that's probably easier than using a number line, but the number line is there just to help us when we think about crossing boundaries and stuff like that. But it's remembering that difference means subtraction. So have a go at this one, see what you can do. Pause now. Okay, first thing we have to do is put the 2 thirds into ninths. So we got 6/9, and we've got 3/9. The difference between them is 3/9. The same thing as if we did 6/9 minus 3/9 is 3/9. 3/9 is the same as a third because we're both divisible by 3. Here you go. Have a go at these ones for me, please. Pause now. Okay, let's talk through it then, shall we? So on Saturday, Alex cycles for 2/3 of an hour. On Sunday, she cycles for 5/12 of an hour. How many more hours does Alex cycle on Saturday than Sunday? How many more minutes does Alex cycle on Saturday than Sunday? So it's asking you 2 different things. So the first thing we do is we work through what the subtraction is. So we've got 2/3 on one and 5/12 on the other. How many more does she work on Saturday and Sunday? So we exchange this for 12. So we times that by 4 to get 12. We times that by 4 to get 8. We do our subtraction and we get 3/12. And we can work out the 3/12 divide both by 3 gives us a quarter. So it's a quarter of an hour that she writes difference. And then it says how many minutes. So we'd have to work out what 3/12 of a minute was, or 1/4 of a minute is. It's easier to think about 1/4 of a minute because we know that's 15, because 60 divided by 4 is 15. But you could also do 60 divided by 12 and then times it by 3. It gets us to the same answer. But this is easier if you simplify it down. Okay, so here are some fraction cards. We've got 1/3, 5/6, 1/2, 11/12, and 3/4. Which 2 fractions have a difference of a quarter? So looking at these ones, we have to use them to show it. So the ones we can use are 3/4 and 1/2. If we make this into quarters, it becomes 2/4. So 3 minus 2 is 1. Which 2 fractions have a difference of a half? Well, 5/6 we can use in 1/3. If we times this by 2, we get 2. 5 minus 2 equals 3, and 3/6, both divisible by 3, gets a half. This is the hardest step, or a hard step, because you've got to kind of trial and error or have a look to see what you can work out, and you have to do some things. This could be quite hard, this question. Which 2 possible fractions have a difference of 1/12? Give 2 possible pairs. So we've got 11/12 times this by 2, and it's 10/12. That gives us 1. This one here is 5/6 and 3/4. Well, both of these 2 go into 12ths, so we have to work that out. This is timesing by 2, so we get 10. This is timesing by 3, so we get 9. 10 minus 9 is 1. So well done if you managed to do question 6. Here is our hardest question. The perimeter of a rectangle is 14/15 of a meter. Work out the missing lengths. So the first thing is, what I would do if it was me, is think about what this is. I know it's got to be put into 15. So what's this as 15? Times them both by 15 is what I would, times it both by 5. So we got 5/15 there and 5/15 there. So in total, we have 10/15. We can take that away from our 14/15 to get 4/15. And then that must equal this side and this side put together. So we can half that one. 4 split 2 ways. It's 2/15 on this side and 2/15 on this side. And that's where the answer comes from. Remember, easiest thing to do is put it in terms of the fraction you're looking. Okay. Well done. I know that the last couple of questions are harder, but actually the main thing you want to take away is the fact that subtraction is the same as addition, has to be done in order, the correct order. But as long as you get the same denominator, you can do the subtraction. Good luck. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Goodbye.